Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Des and I'm here today with a 37-week baby bump and about to take you through a pregnancy-safe, full-body Pilates reformer workout. You definitely don't need to be pregnant to join me today. It's going to be a challenging and awesome workout either way. However, if you are expecting, I just ask that you listen to your body and ask your doctor if you have any questions. With that being said, let's get started. Okay, so grab whatever you're going to be using for side lying. We are going to start lying down first and on 1.5 to 2 springs. So I'm going to be doing a red and a blue spring. That's one heavy and one medium, or you can go up to 2 red springs if you want it to be a little bit heavier of a load. And you're going to lie down on your side, placing your top foot on the bar, and I want you to slide your foot all the way forward so that your foot is flat on the bar. Hips are stacked, shoulders are stacked. Take this top hip, pull it down. Inhale to prepare, exhale, pressing out. Good. So every time we want to get all the way straight on your pressing leg. Squeezing up on your knees, not bouncing in to your kneecap. We want to be really squeezing, lifting up on the quad. Good. Thinking about a neutral spine. Still lifting through the abdominals. Last 2, squeeze. And 1, we're going to come halfway in, pulse it down low. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Press it all the way out. Coming back in, we're going to go laterally rotated. So your heel's going to turn toe and knee point up. I want your hips to stay stacked as you press out here. So don't let this top hip roll back. Good, you should be feeling that booty already right away, as well as your quads. Good. Keep thinking about that lift and squeeze, pressing the bar away from you. And 4. Whew, feeling the burn. 3, 2, and 1. Come halfway and pulse it down low. Really frying up those glutes. Just start. 3, 2, 1. Press it out. Squeeze and lift. Back in, we're going to stay laterally rotated, but I want you to go to the ball of your foot. From here, lift to a high half toe, just like you would with regular footwork, and press out from there. Whew. Definitely burning. Keeping that ankle lifted. Try to keep your heel still in one place. Good. Let's just do 2 more on this one. Hold it out straight. We're going to lower the heel and lift, going into a calf raise. Try to make sure your ankle is tracking right over your toes. Take it slow and controlled. Keeping this lifted and engaged. You're not locking out through your knee. You want your quad to be on and working. And 4, 3, 2, 1, halfway in, pulse it down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, lengthen it out. Bring it back in. We got 1 more set, medially rotated. So staying on the ball of your foot, knee is going to point down, heel points up, Hips stay stacked, so don't let this top hip roll forward. Just one more set, pushing through that burn. Good. Keep breathing. 2, squeeze that knee. 1, last set of pulses, pulling it in. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Press it out to finish and bring it back in. Woo! Awesome job, you guys. Pound that leg out. Let's roll onto our backs and just rest on your ball. Press the carriage away a little bit and give yourself a quick figure 4 stretch. Just releasing into that hip. We're going to be feeling that hip stabilizing on the other side, so give it a little bit of a stretch here. And we're going to roll right away to the other side. So carefully roll here. Get set up, the same position. Hips are nice and stacked. Shoulders are stacked, long spine. Belly is lifted. Top hips pulling down. Slide your foot forward so that it's flat and parallel. Starting to press out. Squeezing that knee at the top. You want your knee to be tracking right over your toes. Good. Good. And 2, squeeze that knee. 1, halfway in, pulse it low. 8, 6, think about almost sticking your booty out. You want that nice crease at your hip. 4, 3, 2, 1, lengthen it out straight. Bring it back in, going laterally rotated. Toe and knee, point towards the ceiling, keeping your hips stacked, pressing off with your heel. Good, keep exhaling to press out. Inhale to control it back in. Think about pressing that bar away from you, lengthening your body towards the top of the carriage. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come halfway in, pulsing it down, keeping that foot flexed. 4, 3, check your abdominals. 2, 1, press it out. And back in, we're going to the ball of the foot, high half toe. Lift your ankles up towards your toes and lengthen out. You should feel this one a little bit deeper at the base of your quad where it meets your knee. Creating that long, lean muscle. Lengthen. 4. Really, really pressing away, getting all the way straight. Take that pause at the top. 2. Hold it out there on 1. Squeeze and hold. Drop your heel down and lift. Full range through your ankle. Good. 4 more. 4. Keep that quad lifted. 3, 2, and 1. Hold it up halfway in. Pulse it down. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lengthen it out and bring it back in. Last set, immediately rotate it. Staying on the ball of your foot. Heel points up, knee points down. Lengthen out. Good. You might be feeling some cramping through your bottom side. Know that that's normal. Kind of hold on to that knee or pull it into your chest a little deeper if you need it. Good. And 3, 2, and 1. Halfway in. Pulse it. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lengthen it all the way out. Woo. And bring it back in. Yes, back onto that side. Roll carefully onto your back for a figure 4 stretch on that side. Just stretching through your hip, rocking side to side. Breathe. Really, really good. Okay, we are going to carefully roll all the way up. You're gonna keep your support, so you have a couple options coming up here. So we're gonna be working our arms now. Going to just a half a spring or just the blue spring or lower. Even if you have as low as I have a white spring, which is gonna be a quarter spring. Sometimes it's yellow. So try that medium spring, and if you want to switch to the lighter spring at any point, do so. We're gonna do some major shoulder work here. So I want your elbow to be on your headrest, and your support is optional. You can just take it out altogether if you want to use more obliques, but if you want to support your rib right here, you can do so. Then grab a hold of this strap. You need to roll your shoulders back and down, engage through your bottom lat, and then exhale to pull. We want to be really lifted through your core in the front and the bottom oblique. Shoulders are relaxing down away from your neck. Knees and hips are just stacked. So you can do this just regular side lying if you want to lie your head back down on your support. If this gets to be too heavy on your shoulder and you don't have that lighter option, it's going to help to lie all the way down as well. And 2. Good, we're gonna hold it down there on 1. This time, as you bring your arm forward, I want you to reach your leg under your foot bar. Good, and then exhale, pull that knee in towards your chest. Inhale down. Good. Taking it nice and slow and controlled. Really, really getting into that posterior delt. 3 more. Good. 2. Hold this one down there. Hold your knee in. Pulse it. 8, 7, 6. Just using those lower abdominals. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it there. I'm going to stack your knees. Now take your arm up and over towards your head. Your eye gaze is going to look down to the floor, and then pull down towards your hip. Inhale up. Exhale, pull down. This is where you're going to start to really feel that burn in your shoulder. If you're feeling neck tension at all, try to bring your arm a little bit more in front of you. Take the weight down or lie all the way down onto your side. Last one here. Hold it down. Now we're doing that same extend, but I want you to extend your leg over the bar and laterally rotate. So your knee and toe faces ceiling. This time when you pull, your arm's gonna go in front of your leg and back. We're getting just a little bit into your obliques here. Good, we just have 6 of these. 4 more. 4, good. Exhale, 3, 2, And 1, and release down. So good. Feeling that shoulder. Okay, we're gonna sit all the way up, crisscross. You can also do this kneeling if you want a more advanced option. I'm gonna do it seated today. You're gonna switch it into your opposite hand, or hand closest to your shoulder block. Roll those shoulders back. We're just doing a long arm adduction. Feel free to add more to your weight here if you want to go up to maybe just under a heavy spring, so like 3/4. For this machine, it would be a blue and white. I'm just going to stay on the blue. The closer you are to your foot bar, the more range of motion you're going to have. So if you're feeling like you're stopping early, slide a little bit closer. When you lift it up super tall, and you're just barely crossing the midline. Shoulders are staying equal. This is working now anterior delt and bicep in a lengthened position. Good, last 2. I'm gonna hold it in there on 1. Little pulses, just crossing the midline. 8, you should feel those obliques working to stabilize. 7, 6, 5, 4, use your breathing. 3, 2, and 1. We're gonna take your opposite arm and meet it, rotate towards your pulley, and then towards the foot bar. Your range of motion may be a little smaller here if you are expecting. We just want to get a little bit of rotation. Make sure you're checking that abdominal wall, everything's staying in and intact. Shoulders are rotating right on top of your hips, so try not to pull further with your shoulders. Good, 3. Exhale, 2. Hold it there on 1. Little pulses, growing tall. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and release down. Really good. Drop that strap. Give yourself a little stretch through both shoulders, and we're gonna turn around to the other side. So we are grabbing our support once again, placing your elbow down on your headrest. Grab that strap, pull your top hip down, make sure you're lifting through your bottom oblique. Your arm is going straight out from your shoulder, and then exhale down to your hip. Inhale, and exhale down. Think about engaging your bottom lat, both lats essentially, but you really want to be pressing down with that bottom shoulder, keeping your shoulders away from your neck. Use your breath, soft through your elbow. Two. Hold it down on this 1. Now I want you to extend your leg as your arm comes back forward, and now pull your knee towards your chest as your arm pulls down to your hip. Inhale and reach. Exhale. Incorporating just a little bit of core work here. And 2. 1. We're gonna do 1 more. Hold it in for pulses now. Pull it down. Pulse that knee in. 8, 7, 6. Keep that wrist long and straight. 4, 3, 2, 1. And stack those knees. Take your arm over your head. And exhale. Pull down. Whew, feeling that burden through my shoulder. You gotta exhale. Use that breath take any of those modifications at any point. If you need to lay it all the way down or lighten your load, listen to your body. And 2. We're gonna hold it down to your hip on 1. Now, as your arm comes back over your head, I want you to reach your leg over the bar and laterally rotate. Knee and toe towards the ceiling. Now, pull your knee towards your shoulder, arm goes in front of your leg. And back, inhale, exhale. This is 2 of 6. And 3. Good, we're almost there. 4. And 5. Last one, 6. And release back down. Woo, beautiful job. Okay, sit up carefully. Crisscross or kneeling. Roll those shoulders back. Switch to the opposite hand. Slide towards your foot bar. Lifting up tall. We're just gonna pull across for that long arm adduction. Shoulders are staying equal across from one another. Hand is crossing just past the midline. You don't want that shoulder to rotate at all. Using your breath. Elbow is just slightly bent. Good. 3 more. Exhale 2. Hold it across on 1. Little pulses here. And 8. Really stabilizing through your core. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. Hold it center on 1. Take your opposite arm to meet it. We're gonna rotate towards your pulley and then exhale towards that corner edge of your foot bar. Inhale, exhale. Thinking about your strap staying right at your sternum the entire time. Don't worry about how much you're rotating. Worry about keeping the strap center and you rotating on top of your hips. The range doesn't need to be big here. Good, keep those shoulders rolled back and down. 3, 2, hold it side on 1, pulse it, and 8, grow tall. 7, 6, 5, use that breath. 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. So good, drop that strap. We can also set your support off to the side. We won't be needing that. So I actually want you to come to kneeling, facing your foot bar, and throwing on more weight here. We want to focus on quads and supporting the core. So I'm going to go to 1.5 springs, which is a red and a blue. You're welcome to take off that blue at any point if you want a little bit more core, less quads. But test it out on this weight. See how it feels. I want you to sit back towards your heels, lifting up in your belly. Neutral spine, roll those shoulders back and down. And then you're going to push back and pull under. Nothing is changing through your upper body. Only thing that's moving is your legs underneath your hips. Good. Good. Let's actually exhale on the back. So right here, inhale in, exhale back. Good. That's just gonna help us have the most support through our core. If you're expecting a little higher weight, you should be feeling a little bit more in your quads. You're also welcome to take your knees off if you want to make this more advanced, more challenging. Good. I want you to really be lifted through your core here. And we're doing 10 push-ups. You're going down, press away, 9. Try to keep the carriage still, 8, 7, 6, 5, and 4, 3, 2, and 1. Press it up. Good. Sit back. Take a little bit of a shell stretch here. Awesome. Okay, I'm going to pop off that medium tension spring. So I have just the one red spring on. You're welcome to take this weight down at any point. You want to get a hold of your straps, and I'm going to stay kneeling. You can also do this seated. We're going to be doing a bicep curl. So what I want you to do is still tuck your toes if that's comfortable with my ankle here, but sit back towards your heels and then make sure you're lifted in your core. Don't just let everything spill out. You want to stick your booty back, lift up in your core, and then bicep curl in. So we're hovering above our heels to get some quad work. You want to move very slow and controlled and make sure that you're hinging at the hip in order to stay stable. I don't want anyone falling forward on this one. But this should be a full body workout here. Awesome. Keep those elbows back. Find that length, your shoulder. Good. If you're feeling any tension in the back, sit all the way down onto your heels, or take this into just a seated crisscross position. We got 5 and 4, 3, 2, hold it there on 1, little pulses up, 8, lift in that lower belly, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release it back. Good. I'm going to take this all the way down now onto my heels. You're welcome to keep that same hovered position, or again, sit all the way down. We're going to sweep it forward, hinge forward, lifting up in your belly. We're doing a tricep press here. If this is uncomfortable on your knees at all, take that seated position or come up taller this way. Good, I want your elbows pointing down to the diagonals. Body is in one long line, head is in line with your spine. You should feel this in your triceps, all the way down to your lats. Keep those shoulders away from your ears. Exhale forward. 5 and 4, 3, 2, bring it forward and down on 1, release. Good, roll those shoulders out, awesome. Set those straps off to the side. Perfect, okay, we're gonna turn to do star prep. So you're still gonna be on one red spring, or one heavy spring. Knees are gonna be stacked here. If this position is uncomfortable at any point, you can do the same thing just on your side here, just thinking about lifting up in this oblique. So we're gonna stack. Hands gonna be slightly in front of your shoulder, shoulders roll back, and we're gonna take it, inhale out, exhale, pull it back in. Thinking about this bottom side, inhale out, exhale, pull it in. Good. Keep those shoulders away from your ears. Pulling down with your lats. You want to stay really controlled and stabilized through this bottom shoulder. Good. 2 and 1. one more time and just pause. Hold it. Pull those shoulders down. Hold for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pull yourself in. Little pulses with that bottom arm. Feeling lots of shoulders here. 4 and 3, 2 and 1, and release. Good. Okay, shake out that shoulder. We're gonna sit down into your mermaid position. Knee up against the shoulder blocks. If this is uncomfortable at all for your hip, you can sit up on a block or extender, or take your knees stacked this way. We're just basically stretching out our side here. Quickly pressing out and over, lift tall through center. This is where it should feel good. Through that side we just worked. And again, exhale. Flexing your spine. I want you to think tall in between. Good, one more. Inhale, exhale over. Tall. And finishing to this side. So good. Okay, before we turn to the other side, we're actually gonna turn and face this way. Staying on your one heavy spring. We're gonna place our feet on the ground. Grab your straps. You can do this just sitting crisscrossed at any point. But I'm gonna be coming up to hover, and I want you to try to go parallel with your knees. You might be slightly turned out, but don't take a deep lateral squat, especially if you're expecting. I want you to think about your quads, not your inner thighs. Staying low here, roll those shoulders back, lift through your chest. We're just gonna pull those elbows back. And release. If you wanna lighten your load, step forward towards the pulley. If you want it to be harder, step back towards your foot bar. Good. So exhale. Use that core to initiate and stabilize. And then we're focusing on the back, mid-back section. Good, try to get low. If you're feeling any straining in your inner thighs at any point, I want you to sit down. If you're expecting, we have a lot of relax in the body, and it's easy to strain through that area, so stay focused. Listen to your body. We got 4. Big exhale. 3, 2, hold it back there on 1. Little tiny pulses. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And release. Woo. Give those legs a shake. Okay, carefully sit down. We're gonna cross those legs, lifting up tall. One more set of bicep curls here. Roll those shoulders back. You're just curling it in. Lifted tall through your spine. Good. Keep those shoulders open, ribs closed. And 4, 3, 2, hold it on 1. We're gonna just punch the ceiling up. 8, 7, it's very small. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Awesome. Roll those shoulders out and set those straps out to the side. Okay, we're gonna flip around to do your star prep and mermaid on the other side. So coming up to those knees, take your hands in front of your shoulder, stacking your knees, top leg is floating slightly. Roll those shoulders back and down, engage the bottom side, and inhale out. Exhale, pulling in, using your bottom oblique and your bottom lat. Good. See if you can go out a little bit further. through your bottom elbow. 3, 2, and 1. Good, bring it out one last time, holding it there. Shoulders are down, engage that bottom side. Hold, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pull it in, little pulses, keeping that shoulder away from your ear. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And release down. So good. All right, take that mermaid position on this side. Again, relax through the neck and shoulders. Hand is in front of your shoulder and up tall as you press away. Exhale over. Inhale through center. Exhale other side. Good. Inhale up and over. Lift up through center. Beautiful. One more. Inhale up. And exhale to the other side. So nice. Okay, we have one more set of leg work and then we're gonna cool down. So, one heavy spring closest to the side that you're on. We're just gonna end with some runners here to finish out those legs. We've done a lot of arms and upper body. So I want you to be hovering with your knee, square off your hips to face the front, and you're exhaling, push back and back in. Hold on to the foot bar for support, or if you want to make it harder, you can come up to here. But again, listen to your body. I'm going to keep my support today. You're just exhaling back to that straight leg. Check that your hips are in a line. Now, check that the core is lifted. Good. Let's power back. Long, long spine, head is in line. Don't let your head start to droop down. Okay, speeding it up. Here we go. 10. And 9. 8. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. And 1. Woo! Bring it in. Shake it out. That was burning today. Okay, shake it out and carefully make your way to the other side and switch your red spring to that side as well. Helps us just get a more direct pull for our leg. So hovering, square off those hips, nice and low. So our last push, you guys. Exhale it back. Inhale in. Good. Knees right over your toes. Check your alignment of your head, lifting in your ribs and belly. Woo! This side burns even more. Last 2. And 1. Speeding it up for 10. Here we go. 10. Exhale back. 8. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. And 1. Whew. Oh my goodness. Shake it out. Okay. We are going to drop down on that exact same side after you've taken a second to stretch it out for a single thigh stretch. Whew. Okay, catching your breath. Inhale, exhale to slide it back. Be careful in how deep you take your range if you're expecting, or even postpartum, recent postpartum. We saw that relaxing in our body. So you don't want to overstretch. Exhale. Go back a little deeper. Good, feels so good in that hip flexor. Inhale again. Exhale back. Hold it here this time. Keep those shoulders rolled back. Lifting into your abdominals. Awesome. Now going into this hamstring stretch, I'm actually going to take my knee in and then hinge back. Just to not get too deep into my hips. You're welcome to take that deeper stretch if you want it. Flex the feet back for a deeper stretch through your hamstring. Good. Pull it up and in. I want your carriage all the way into the stopper. Press those hips forward. Roll your shoulders back. I want you to come up and over. If you want to take that support of the foot bar, you can. Little quick lateral flexion. And up. Now take your hand out to your hip. Go this side. Good. Coming up through center. Let's take one arm across. Get a quick stretch through our shoulders. Let's do the other shoulder while we're here. Side to side. Yes, good. Shake it out and make your way to the other side. You're welcome to switch that spring if you'd like. Inhale, exhale, back nice and deep. Good. Inhale again and exhale back. Long, long spine, lifting in your core. Inhale. And exhale back last time. Holding it there. Doing that stretch to your hip flexor. And bringing the carriage in underneath you. Straighten your front leg and hinge forward. Flexing those toes for a deeper hamstring stretch. And bring the carriage all the way into the stopper. Lift up tall. Press those hips forward. Inhale and exhale over. Take that hand down if you'd like. Up through center. Other side, hand to your hip. Good, up through center. Let's stand on up. Off to the side for a final roll down. Take your hands behind you for a chest stretch. Big inhale. Exhale, release. One more time. Inhale. And this time as you release, let go of your hands. Roll down. One vertebrae at a time. Take your legs as wide as you'd like. Shake your head. Yes and no. Shake out those legs. And bend your knees slightly. Start to roll up at your own pace. Head will come up last and finish by rolling those shoulders back. And we are done, you guys. Thank you so much for joining me today. I really hope that you enjoyed this. If you're expecting, I hope that it felt good. Please let me know if you have any questions. If you liked it, please hit that like button and make sure you're subscribed to my channel. Also, follow me on Instagram for more workout content. And I really hope to see you next time. Thank you so much.